And we are returning to Death Stranding because we need to. Because we need to make progress. We're at a pivotal point.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
I forget where we left off.
Verifying ID. Clear.
Ah.
Weapons detected.
I left off with several things to do.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
You're in the South Knot City. Going to collector, going to film director. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was in the middle of busy work, and then
Good morning, Sam.
the unbusy work occurred. So this is an interesting spot to be in because I continue to... There's a single disconnect in the road. By the by, we have built the road. I believe this is the complete road. I don't know if it spans out further. I'm really unsure about it. I don't think it does. I think everything from here on out is zip lines. So, but we'll finish up some busy work, and then maybe by that time people will swing in and we'll get some progress in. How about that? How about them apples? It's a bit of a rocky path. I'm sure there is a more efficient way. We could have gone a long way around. We could have. We are kind of heading to South Knot City anyway. But if we can meet that lip there, alternatively we can go that way. So it looks like this is the usual way there. It's really interesting, like, how the physics decide to kick into certain parts of the vehicle having gravity. That works. It'll be fine. So we're on the road again, we're trucking. How do I put this here? So the last offline session was the painstaking task of getting the road completed, which required a lot of trudging around in the snow, which, as fun as the potential wrong happenings could be, wasn't particular. It's not particularly entertaining, I don't think. But now we have a direct line from the rest of the road to Mount Knot City. It's just on the other side of that winding, snaky trail. And I believe one of these deliveries is for the collector. Let's just go and clear that. One of those situations where it's like, really want to 5-star this guy so I never have to come back here. Plus, the more that we unlock, the more this area seems to become a mess. Grab a sip of the coffee. I don't think I did terribly a lot today, but I do feel kind of tired. Which, you know, sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles. So this zone has become horrendously dangerous. Because right here we are basically within line of sight of those mule scouts. What do we got? Oh, I gotta go... Okay, we gotta take the long way back. Shit. Oh well. We gotta go north. Hey, Eric, how's it going? But yeah, I think that's the official order. Oh no! Alright, the dog will. Alright, one moment while I cater to puppies. You're in or you're out, okay. Jack has joined. Thank you for the lurk, Eric. Okay. So what were we doing? Right, we're making deliveries. There ain't much time left on this ladder, it's rusted.
Well, if it isn't Sam Bridges. Very good. Very good.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be enough.
Hello? Hello? Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Service befitting a legend among porters.
Oh, we're so close though. God damn it. Oh, maybe the lost cargo? Damn, okay. We need to do one more for him.
Ah, Sam. Ever so reliable. You'll forgive me if I impose upon you again.
I'm sure that he has
Good work.
at least
New
one
order.
more.
You're available. Please have.
What do you got going on? Okay. So once we deliver what we've got in the truck, we can come back here and do this one. This should get us to 5-star. Yeah. That'll be what does it. Damn.
Weapons restrictions
travel.
lifted.
So we have to, junk dealer next. I think I've got one delivery for the film director. I haven't pissed these guys off in a little bit. I suppose we're heading over there anyway. So once we empty the trunk, we'll head over to do that one last quest for the collector, and then we will... Maybe then we'll head over to progress. We'll find out. We'll see.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
Harry. This is for you. You got room for it?
Alright, maybe we actually do replace that ladder once we get back.
Come by again soon.
Alright, well we're heading to the way station and to the film director. Do you have anything new? Okay, we can take that to the craftsman. I don't want to do any mule runs just yet if I can avoid them. You need that for the collector. Interesting enough. Okay. How many PSPs does this guy need, is what I want to know. Okay, so we've got that going. So we need to hit up. We gotta deliver to Craftsman and Collector. Those are the newest, but we have to head to South Knot, and we need to go to the way station near North Knot. Fuck. And we need, well, I mean, if we're heading to South Knot, we may as well hit up the cosplayer on the way there. Is this delivery or is this lost cargo? Ah, looks like delivery. God damn it. I don't know why I set myself up to this standard. I think I was just trying to complete quests, because as you know, riling and entertaining some of these quests are. Some of them are just like, okay, now take an entire level 3 truck capacity's worth of shit from one side of the map to the other. And that's not particularly entertaining. No. Also, progression with... Okay, this is a strange middle space to be in with that. I miss the road. I put so much work into the road just to not use it. It's a strange middle ground. Because you want to get as much of the... Like, the higher bulk stuff usually results in more legs, which, you know, you'd think completes your shit faster, but... I don't know how often that correlates to just, like, numbers of quests complete versus actually, like, quality of delivered item.
Keep on keeping on. Scanning bridges
It's a question.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Is my truck within range? My truck is not within range.
Keep on keeping on.
Is this close enough, do you think? But yeah, Sam is still without BD, which is really why I wanted to get some progress in tonight, because I want to be able to get to the point where I can do thing again.
You really are a good guy, Sam.
Yes, yes. You're already a 5-star, I don't care. You can offer me tragically little.
Hey.
No, but there is some equipment that's the result of just, like, core progress. There's some equipment that's the result of hitting 5-star with a particular, fucking person.
Thanks for that, Sam. I expect I'll have to call you again in the future.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Okay. There we go.
Keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Traction on these tires is garbage. I've noticed. Alright, so we... at any and all points. Because if we can get to 5-star without having to do that quest, I'll just do it later. Because that quest requires us to go to one of the other nuke zones where there's a bunch of ghosts. Not that that's not fun and all, but... you know, things to do. I really did forget how much of this game is busy work. And I don't really mean that in as much of a pejorative as it might sound. Get to the cosplayer slightly easier. We just need to come back to the collector, but we have to come back to the collector anyway because we have to go north regardless. And we have to go the long way, so we can't even see the majority of the new road. But I'm sure we will at some point. I've noticed that a lot of people like building houses down here, like the safe houses. Couldn't tell you why. That actually kind of worked. No. Okay. That almost worked well, but now we have Austin Powers ourselves. Crypto bio crisis. Fucking board games.
I'm so glad you came, Sam. People can carry that much? Incredible. I really appreciate you bringing me all this. You're too kind. I hope you'll come again.
I've got a lot of like go and then come back quests that I've not touched. Like there's at least one here. Yeah, the one where it's go and get hangover medicine from the South Distro. Oh, you also have stuff for the collector. Okay. Maybe we will hit 5 stars, who knows? Okay, now is the point where we need to take some of this shit from our back and put it away. We don't need these 2 custom Chiral ladders. Those can chill in this private locker. And yeah, as much as it pains me, leave that level 2 anti-BT gun here. Just so we can get that there. Okay.
Order assigned.
Damn it. Ceiling's too low here, god damn it. Alright, well that could have gone poorly. And should have probably. Maybe put like a ladder here or something. This is a smidge ridiculous though. Will say. There we go. Alright, so we'll clear up a little bit, going to South Knot. We can take the quest at the collectors, because we have to do it anyway, and the less we have to come back, the better. Hello. How did this occur? There we go. Okay. I swear, the rocks get worse every time we come here. Just let that charge us up a bit. Could just be that everything's worse without the BB.
Safe travels. Safe travels.
We have stuff over in Mama's storage locker that we gotta go get at some point. Or we could leave it there forever, it doesn't matter. We're gonna have to deal with the ghost pause anyway, so just stay to the road this time. Yes, yes. Big scary ghosts. We need to start fixing the road again, god damn it.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
Keep on keeping on.
Verifying ID. Welcome to South Mount City. Proceed to distribution center.
Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
A delivery? Great. Always happy to get one, let me tell you. Whoa, it's like fresh from the printer or something. Come see us whenever you like, Sam. We're always happy to make time for a hero. Good work. New...
Forgetting if I have anything left over here. Right, the thing that required the road to be built. That we're not going to do. That's a whole trip. That's a whole trip that we need to make. That we're not going to this time. Alright, so now, just got one more trip to the collector.
Have a pleasant journey.
Which, depending on whether or not we hit 5 stars with all the additional premium deliveries we've picked up, we may or may not take on that one side quest, and then we'll take the long route around
Keep on keeping on.
to get back to Mountain Knot for progression's sake. Oh right, this is in need of stuff. Now luckily, I believe I have one of these. Which is more than what we need, but whatever. This section of road's alright for now. Oh well, hello. Fucking Horizon Zero Dawn tie-in. Oh hey, a couple of our porters are using that little timefall shelter. So, it's crazy how much time it takes to really invest into the road being made. Just for it to, like, almost immediately become irrelevant. Now, it's not irrelevant in, like, a long-term sense, because all the major progression stuff, like, all this sidetrack shit we're doing right now, this is all completion stuff. Hello? That just spawned out of the sky. You saw that, right?
Safe travels. Safe travels.
Okay. It fell straight out of the beach. There's a glitch in the chiral network, I guess. But yeah, the road makes it possible to get, like, the majority of the side quest done. It just... the amount of time it would take for us to do this on foot is insane. And there's some things that just, like, straight up cannot be done without a fully upgraded vehicle. Like that last quest that we saw from Southmont, that was like 1,100, or it was like over 1,000 fucking kilograms of stuff. I'd probably fill in most of a car. You're not gonna be able to fit that on even the transpo bike, nor would you be able to deal with that with what is it, the little floating carriers? Because those are limited to what you can carry, like your actual weight capacity, which even with the level 3 power skeleton is still only like 320 kilograms. Well, I mean, I guess since it's right fucking here. Alright. Boy. Okay, so some of this is actually... we have to reorganize this so we can deliver all of his shit in one go. It's the bespoke clothes, right? Okay, let's see. Now, what do we have on our back? Can put that in the car for just a moment. Arrange that properly. And now... also put that in the car. So we can pick up this lost thing. And if this doesn't get us to 5 stars, so help me. Most of this leaning tower of packages in our goddamn bag is for this guy. Nope. Not going for an XL. The way this has been... the sound that goes off when you're too far from the quest stuff is very concerning.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will...
We're not skipping this animation.
Delivering cargo.
Well, if it isn't Captain Sam Bridges. Very good. Very good. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Service befitting a legend among porters.
Well, alright, we've already hit level 5, so the rest is just bonus. Which we would have had to have done anyway, so it's fine. All progress is good.
As an expression of my undying gratitude, I would like to present you with a gift. I trust it will meet with your approval.
We have our star!
Ah, Sam. Ever so reliable. You'll forgive me if I impose upon you again.
Good work. New order available. Please.
He does have a fair amount of special alloy. Could probably take that with us. We're gonna need it. We're also gonna need those chemicals. Uh-oh. Alright, so one of those is gonna have to stay. Forgot we don't have the power skeleton on right now. Oh, we've also got a bunch of chip data that I haven't resubmitted yet. So it's always tragic when this happens, but I have to deconstruct this ladder, even though it's got 1,000 likes.
Thank you. Kindly.
Mostly because it was about to dismantle itself. No, we're looking for that. There we go. This is slightly less treacherous top side, but a little more treacherous towards the bottom. So. I'll come back and do that other bit later. But for now, it's time to get the fuck out of here. Good style.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. Keep on keeping on. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
We'll accept the other one later, but we're heading to this distro center anyway. So. Okay. So you might be wondering as to why we're finally switching out from our usual haul of metal and ceramics to chemicals and special alloys. And it's because the road forward is going to be paved with zip lines. And unfortunately, the level 3 requirements for those zip lines means a lot of chemicals and a lot of special alloys. You know what? We've passed by this particular thing enough that I think I will do my good deed for the day, mostly because I have a thing that's exactly perfect for it. Oh boy. Upside is we don't have to worry about the baby. Now this isn't my structure, but by upgrading it to level 2, that radius is going to increase to actually cover more of the road. Which we will see when we get back over there. See? Now, this whole little bit is a charging zone, and it only took 80 hours of passing through it back and forth forever to consider the benefit of helping somebody else out. Oh, the Ludo narrative of Death Stranding. Were it not for the fact that we desperately need to 5-star everybody, I might not have stopped. We don't have a terrible lot of orders for the doctor right now. So the lost cargo is going to be pulling its weight, I think. Honestly, I should be going out of my way for that Novelist Sun delivery.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
At some point, that truck will despawn.
All weapons
I
will
hope.
be locked until departure.
One would
Cargo
think.
verified. Thank you.
Probably not, though. Seems funny how it works. Structure's in poor condition. Not my structure, I don't care. Respectfully. Also, I have not really made use of post boxes the way that I used to. Mostly because at this point in the game, if you're not near somebody you can store shit in, then it's a real dire turn of events if you're using a post box.
Cargo's in mint condition.
How did I manage that? I have no fucking clue, to be real.
Just so you know, I've put something aside for you. Hey, go ahead.
Yeah. Benefit of doing jobs for this guy. Oh, also I should probably swap out any standard ass. It's really just this one. Now I can take that custom pneumatic grenade and put it into its respective pouch.
Seeing you in action gives me hope. Keep
If you say so.
good work.
But yeah, interesting. I have to go in here to do that anyway. I need 378 kilograms. What is the fucking... Okay. We'll have to go in with the power suit and a level 2 floating fucking carrier, I guess. The weather station is like one of the most inconvenient jobs to do, it seems. Fragile and time sensitive. How fragile and time sensitive? We can get it there in 25 minutes. Just means I can't meander the way I wanted to. Not that I should have, honestly.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
And we're on just a smidgen of a fuck-ass time limit.
Weapons restriction.
We're hitting them out not either way. Well, at least I think we are. I think there's mandatory quests for the Mountaineer, there's mandatory quests from the Doctor. I think there are a couple of urgent quests at the North Distro Center, but we're gonna have to do a little bit of inefficient back and forth, honestly, because too much to do. Yes, these are standard orders. What about orders for Sam? Can I check those from here? Oh, we gotta go through mail too. Fuck. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe next time. When there isn't as much overlap. I just wanted to get into the ghost zone today. Most of the ghosts are back over here. That is kind of the upside of having the BB not attached to Sam right now, is that you don't get the same, like, constant start and stopping. So I'm not sure if I've ever done, like, the Chiralium grind on screen. There is a good opportunity for one of those spots over here. But we'll have to do that when we're not on a time limit. Hello? concept of friction and momentum in this game is really, really inconsistent. And sometimes it's funny, and other times it's really annoying. Like right there. Like that hitbox not being real.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Okay, so this pauses time when we're in this menu, thankfully. Deliver all that bullshit.
Hey, it's Sam Bridges. Good to see you, man. Wait. How the heck did you keep this stuff in such pristine condition?
What about pristine? It's 1% damaged. Which means there's a little indentation on the front of the fucking thing.
Hey. Good work. New order available.
Okay, timer's still active and we're not in menu. Do you have anything that I could do that is not a pain in the ass? How is that an A? It's timed, that's why it... Okay. Alright, fine. Nope. We do have to do that. But not now. Okay, we just need to finish out whatever bullshit we've got going on. Little David Attenborough there. His ideal agent. And as though my commentary will be judged as a commentary of authority. And aren't we glad we magnet locked all those packages in place? Alright, so now we just gotta ride the road, and this one's already starting to show wear again.
Have a pleasant journey.
Goddamn mountain. It's so goddamn sad to see Sam have his little moments of like checking in on the BB and then the BB not being there, and then he's like, oh right. The loneliness I once sought is now my bane. So you notice those jellyfish? Those are a form of BT. They are also a really easy Kyrillium farm. So long as you don't fuck up. Because they will hound you in groups if you get too close or if you have items from them that they want. And this is represented by the fact that most of them have some kind of item of import. Like being carried by them. If you kill one that's carrying it, another one will like draw itself to that thing. Okay, let's see, because I'm wondering if I can cut out... Can I cut out the middleman? Is going through a whole fucking nightmare zone here enough to cut out this little divot? It's probably not. Like, we'll get it there in time. It's just gonna be questionable. Everything we have left is for Mount Knot, so we will just keep on keeping on. We built this road to make this job easy.
I need to stay without you, kid.
Maybe we can cut through this zone right here. I'm not sure if this is actually saving us any time, but even if it's a fraction.
Safe travels. Safe travels.
Oop. Zigged when I should have zagged. Oh right, that was, I think that was offline as well. So when we got to 3 or 4 stars with the doctor, he gave us an upgraded version of our canteen. Which, yeah, pretty good. Also, I think deliveries to him result in high-capacity blood pouches.
Safe travels. Have a pleasant journey.
Yeah, we're almost there. Hopefully it doesn't mark us down too far.
Keep on keeping on.
It's a shame that copyright shenanigans exist as they are. We could totally have had some kind of like keep on trucking playlist going on right now. Like full on country road for this entire trip. Jack, do you have an opinion about what you would put on the playlist?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Good morning, Sam. Decontaminating. Car keeping all clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Alright, we got here sub 10 minutes.
Sam. Welcome back. Tough journey as always, I bet. You know, I gotta tell you, I find it amazing that you can consistently deliver on schedule.
I literally rebuilt a road across America. A rank for time. B rank for time. Wow. Fuck you.
Thanks, Sam.
I'm sorry that I didn't fucking cross from, like, what is this weird hyper-condensed space-time distance of what is on the map states away within 10 minutes. If that's not good enough for you. Why do you have things to deliver to him? He's on the opposite side of the fucking map. Large consignment of materials for port expansion. God damn it. That sounds like it's important. It probably isn't. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. What do we have? We have way too many materials. I overestimated how much I needed for the final bits. I don't know what the material capacity is, but they will just have as much as they want in the locker. That just will continue to be. What do we have on us? Save that for later. Okay. So I think the next big Sam order.
Anybody home?
Is actually Mountaineer. Take on new order for Sam from the Mountaineer. Okay. But I know that there's a couple of important ones here, too. I'm assuming that's progression, though. So we'll go with that one. This thing needs to be deposited. Taking this bike out to abandon it, I realize. But it's fine. So we did get some of the road built, and we can see some of it. The zone, however, is still a little scary. Especially without the VB. Tell us exactly how many ghosts are just gonna come after us. That's good to know. Probably should add a couple of those. I just need to get to my zipline. I think I'm like right on the edge of the ghost zone too. I realized I brought a whole bunch of those things and I didn't bring any of them to upgrade these. The upside is I don't actually need them right now. Say what you will about Sam's physical fortitude, the fact that he's able to do this and not shit himself is impressive. Maybe that's not the best spot for that. Maybe just because it's the most vertically available spot doesn't mean that it's a good spot. Probably. Possibly. Mayhaps. Chance even. Okay. Head and tree aside.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges. Press verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be...
Or door first, Sam. The photographer, eh? I was wondering when we were going to find something to activate that particular deal. Why do I have so many fucking... Okay.
Order assigned.
Have a pleasant journey.
Thank you.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Maybe I should make one of those light bridges. I don't know how those work, really, but we'll see. Yeah, Cairo Bridge, right? Put this here. Is it just not gonna happen because it's too close to... How far away does it have to be? Okay, it's now completely pointless, because it's far enough away that I can't make this zone, like, easier to traverse. Well, a whole bunch of shit I'm not going anywhere near. That's for sure. Alright, so we're heading here-ish. Oh, okay. I think I've actually... Yeah, I've driven by that one before. But unlike the Jeff Keighley, like, optional dude, This one just would not generate fucking lost cargo until I do this progression quest, I guess.
Oh no.
It's not there, Sam.
Beginning scan.
It's only been...
Bridges IDs.
I mean, in-game, it's been a little while.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Like a couple of days. But since the last time you acknowledged to yourself that Lou is not with you, it's been like 10 minutes. Which, I mean, yeah, that is the greater narrative and character arc of Sam Porter Bridges, is that, you know, this is someone who was so destroyed by a failed fucking relationship. And not necessarily in that way, but just like all the relationships in his life kind of fell apart alongside the, you know, the world ending. Who is so fucking, like, traumatized by that the idea of being near people or even making physical contact is, like, horrendous to him. To go from carrying... To go from that and being alone for what is essentially years. It's been at least like a decade or two, right? Since the Death Stranding. Fucking, to go from being alone all that time to having this baby-shaped thing strapped to your chest, being forced to utilize what is essentially a psionic umbilical connection to the ghost zone via the baby.
Have a pleasant journey.
Something that forces you to cry. Like, Sam is healing his trauma a little bit at a time, and it's commendable. But for him to not realize, just like, it's slipping from one end to the other. Like, he's been with Lou for weeks at this point. Yes, scary ghost. Now I could go the roundabout way and not have to worry about it, or I could just go up this route and be where I need to be. Yeah, there's a lot of new lost shit. The topographical aspects of the map are not particularly useful in determining a route, but you would think that should be better. I think it's bad on purpose. We're just picking stuff up at this point. We're just the anti-litter brigade. It is kind of nuts how many lost cargo packages are here.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
You're from Bridges, right? You don't have anything else for me, do you? No? Okay. Never mind.
You didn't want to talk to me
Never
earlier. I
thought
could have
I'd
had
see the
other stuff.
delivery in such excellent condition.
Especially considering I came all the way from the top of the mountain. I do appreciate in the additional like section there's a dedicated thing to delivery to mountainous area. Big pain in ass.
Hey, I have a favor to ask. Do you think you could find my father's camera for me?
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's kind of a long story, but he used to conduct field research in the area. My father believed that the key to understanding the Death Stranding was hidden here, somewhere in the caves and strata. But he passed away before he could complete his work, leaving me to finish what he started. And not long ago, I found something amazing. I was sure it was what my father had been looking for, even if I couldn't see how it related to the Death Stranding myself. What I needed was an expert opinion, someone who could look at what I'd found and tell me what it meant. So, I grabbed my father's camera and set out to document my discovery. Took pictures of every last detail. But on the way back, I spotted a group of armed men and I panicked, dropped everything and ran like hell. Thankfully, they never saw me, but when I stopped running, I realized the camera was gone, case and all. I've been trying to pluck up the courage to go and look for it ever since. But then, I remembered that the cargo tag was still on the case. And I figured, you being with bridges and all, that you might have a way to pinpoint its location. Please, I'd give anything to have it back. I'm gonna put in the order. Please understand, that camera means everything to me. Until I know it's safe, I can't think about anything else. Here, knock it.
Good work. New order available.
Okay. Just right into that zone, got it. Oh, that's a very lethal shotgun. Or shot from close range, unconscious, non-lethal anti-personnel weapon. Maybe it's not, actually. Shit. I'll take a non-lethal assault rifle. And I've already got a bowl of gun with me. I could also just take all of it. And put it into the private locker. I will take the stun bomb. The stun bombs have actually been pretty useful for the, specifically for the mounted turret dudes.
Order assigned.
Alright. Time to go get the camera. We got to fight off these terrorists.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Stay out there, look.
Sam's losing it a little bit, I think. But yeah, to go from being someone who's so traumatized and to distance themselves from everyone and being like repulsed by the concept of physical touch, to in this forced, you know, parental role, and now kind of not being able to live without it. It's really interesting. Really interesting character development that's probably not even acknowledged by the characters themselves. Alright, well...
Sam, did you find our missing cargo?
Nope.
It looks like someone's carrying it around.
Oh, really? Son of a bitch. Oh, there you are. He won't stop kicking us in the dick. Okay, so this would be a good example to show what the stun grenade can do if I wasn't being shot at by several angles. So we see our good friend over there on the turret. Yeah, let's break that. That takes him out. Gives us some time to start boloing everybody. Shit. Too many guys. Oh, I am taking damage. Have me equipped a bio. But also switch back to that grenade I was talking about. We'll get closer. Tragically. Go to use efficiently. You're unconscious, you're unconscious. I was stunning them in the water, like an instant knockout. That should be that way, I'm glad that that works. There's still a guy over there. Yeah. Pretty sure there's a guy over there. Okay. Solve that problem before it became a bigger problem. won't stop kicking us in the dick. Alright. Yeah, I think he got knocked the fuck out. Like, I hope he... Yeah, no, there he is. He's not dead, he's just knocked out. So yeah, stun grenade in water. Probably, probably a war crime. Let's not worry about it. Our bike is back over there. Let's just, let's see what they got going on in here. Because unfortunately, it's not the first time we've raided this particular camp, so no, nothing too crazy. Okay. So. Make sure we have a little bit of charge before we go.
Safe travels.
There we go. See, it was simple as throwing a bunch of electronic grenades or the fucking impulses at terrorists. Wrapping them up in bolo gun ties and beating the ever-living shit out of them. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting mission. I feel like it was harder the first time I did it, but I feel like I had less of a grip on how the combat worked. And I was also really, like, back and forth as to whether or not I wanted to do anything lethally or non-lethally. Like, I was trying to fight the Metal Gear Solid inclination to do everything non-lethally perfectly.
All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Make delivery.
Delivering cargo.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I was afraid I'd never see it again.
And I'm only a little bit soaked in my own blood.
Oh, thank God. It looks exactly like it always did. Oh, you don't know what this means to me.
I think I do, actually. Only 2.5 stars. It's fine.
It was my father's idea to move all the way out here. He thought he could get to the bottom of the Death Stranding all by himself. And we were right behind him. But look where it got us. If you hadn't come along when you did, the camera would be gone, and all our hard work would have been lost before anyone had a chance to see it. We can't let that happen. The world needs to hear about this. Someone out there will know what it means. So, connect us up. We want to be a part of the UCA.
5G signal so strong it can float. The shotgun and the riot shotgun. New interview data acquired. Caves, paintings, and stencils. Prepper interview the photographer. Now that you're connected to the Carl network, you can see the 400 signs that have been placed here.
Will help to make a difference. Thanks again. I hope we get to meet again before too long.
Sam, it's Hartman. That camera you recovered contains some fascinating footage. The data stored on it was automatically shared with us after you added the photographer's shelter to the network, along with her father's research materials. Anyway, my lab still doesn't have a high-speed chiral connection, but I was able to check one of the images against a database at HQ. Based on my preliminary calculations and the photographic and documentary evidence in our archives, I would estimate the paintings to be in the region of 30,000 years old, if not older. The artists were likely Neanderthals or other precursors who were migrating across the continent.
Precursors like the Sahelanthropus?
At the time, the cave would have been situated even farther from the coast.
And if I could give a shit about
now.
editing,
So
I
how
would
could
just
the
cut
artists
to
possibly have
Duran
encountered
Duran
dolphins?
Invisible.
Answer: they couldn't. It is my belief that they had a brush not with dolphins, but with beach things. And that would mean the Death Stranding is not the first phenomenon of its kind, that it has happened before. Since the birth of our planet, countless species have gone extinct, from bacteria to dinosaurs. Scientists refer to the largest known mass extinctions as the Big Five. But there have, of course, been many other extinction events, albeit on a smaller scale. What if the artists were trying to document one such event, that of their own extinction?
I don't know if that line's been changed.
Earth's history of a Death Stranding. And it would also lend credence to my theories. The sooner you come and connect me to the network, the sooner we'll know. Just imagine the mysteries we'll be able to solve. I'll be waiting.
So, the thing that's really funny...
Wonderful news, Sam. BB-28's vitals
Hey.
are nearly within optimal operating parameters. Just before I called, it opened its eyes. It was looking all over, as if searching for someone. And then, our eyes met. For a moment, I think. I tell you, it was almost enough to make me want to keep the kid for myself. Anyway, I still need to run diagnostics and make adjustments as needed. However, the fluctuating local chiral levels could pose a problem. Think you can bring one more site into the network? Once you have, and once I have subsequently confirmed that AB is functioning reliably, I'll release it into your custody. This is the last step. I promise. Just one more site. That's all we should need. Good luck.
Well, which site would that be?
Good work. New order available.
Anyway, the really interesting thing, that Big Five thing that's being inferred on the number of extinction events that have occurred in the past. The Big Five being like, you know, your mass extinction events. Like, I think it was a year after Death Stranding came out, like within the year. Oh man, we got so much shit we gotta get. Recover mural fragments lost during delivery. Fine. That one's simple. I really hope it's not in the ghost zone. But even if it is in the ghost zone, it'll give us the opportunity to show what hunting in the ghost zone is like. We're just putting them in the private locker for now, because can't be bothered. But I think it was like within the year of Death Stranding coming out,
Sam,
that Big Five theory was disproven.
From our mountaineer friend. Seems he's got an order for you. Might be good to give it a look.
Okay, now looks like we're going into the safe part of this area. The fuck is that? Hello? Oh, that's a... Okay, that's one of those fucking cargo launchers. Which people use, I'm sure. But yeah, so like the entire dichotomy of like what the Death Stranding is, we'll see soon enough. I don't want to get into spoiler territory before the game states its case. Hey, we almost jumped. There we go. Well, there's one. It was almost immediately disproven. The version of events that Kojima based this entire fucking thing on, and whatever other writing staff conferred to determine what the actual narrative in this game is, which will come together eventually. It's only taken 80 hours of fucking busy work. Uh-oh. That's in the water. Get back here, I have gravity gloves. There we go. That, completely solves that exact problem. How many of these were there again? There's 60 kilograms total. Each of them is 20, right? Or no, 30 and 30. Oh, okay. Well, I did the premium version, so maybe I only had to deliver 2. But maybe there are more. And we'll look along the riverbed. I presume. But yeah, so a lot of like what the narrative following like the beach and like it's inferred really early in the game. Not that we have any concept of a clue of what the fuck it means, but what the Death Stranding is follows extinction level events, things that wipe an entire dominant species off the face of the planet. So like the dinosaurs going extinct. Various levels of biotic, bacterial life. The Ice Age, for example. This is what the narrative is about. And then science came out and was like, oh yeah, you know that thing? Maybe not, actually. Like specifically, this huge meta-narrative you're building? Maybe not. We wasted time because we were looking for... there were only 2.
Impressive as always, getting here so quickly.
Hey, level 2 shotguns.
Look, it's kind of pathetic, but I got you a little something. I understand if you don't want it, of course.
Not pathetic, it's just nice. It's a little pathetic because we don't use resins for literally anything. But she doesn't know that. Maybe there'll be, like, literally one thing we use that shit for before the end of this game. Maybe. Possibly. You never know.
I hope we get to meet again before too long.
Okay, so she's 3-star, she should have some extra space. We can probably recycle some of those materials. That can stay in there because that's a lightweight. We don't need a level 1 PCC for anything. And what do we have? Yeah, we can recycle that. Okay. Can feel all around good about that. So they want us to head back up to the Mountaineer. However, we do have a order for Sam that takes us to the northern way station. Not the way station, the northern distro center. So we gotta remember to come back here and take up that one extra quest before we head over there the full way.
You'll come back again soon, right, Sam?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
No. What's the matter, bud? Do you have any commentary to add to the meta-narrative of Death Stranding surrounding the fact that there were only 5 major extinction events and that the majority of the game's visual narrative is based around that idea? The reason I said that I think they might have changed that line is that, you know, the version of events was disproven immediately after the fact. You know what? Sam's a little tired. Why not?
You alright?
The world's end miracle pool, you say?
Rest is advised.
Rest is advised, you say? While exceedingly faint, but measurable quantity of chiralium has been detected in this radium spring, it poses no risk to humans. On the contrary, it may well be the source of the water's miraculous healing properties. I think we're actually full up. So that line that Hartman just said was like, the big 5. There, of course, were smaller micro events, but there were really the big 5. I don't know if that's a director's cut reread of that line. Because they're like, oh man, isn't this crazy real science thing crazy? And then science is like, actually, we've discovered things that have made this exact thing that's relevant to your weird ghost narrative completely wrong. And they're like, oh, well, it would have been cool, right? To which I say yes. Yes, Hideo Kojima. It would have been cool if the entirety of the end of the world, as you perceive it, was connected the way you thought it was. And then also all that shenanigans about UPS drivers being, like, having savior complexes. And then the pandemic happens. It's really... in retrospect, it is so wild to think that this game came out having the message that it did before the pandemic.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
Like, by a full year.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
It's a little
All
wild.
weapons will be locked.
Nope. Nope. And nope.
Always a pleasure, Sam.
Please get to 3, sir. God damn it. You son of a bitch.
Take care now, Sam.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Be careful now.
But yeah, so we're starting to scratch at the surface of like what the greater narrative of Death Stranding is really about. And it's so much weirder than you could actually even have guessed. That was as dorky as it should have been. Jack is not impressed by our Tony Hawk Pro Skater levels of bike tricks.
Safe travels. Keep on keeping up. Beginning scan. Safe travels. ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons decontaminating soon. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay.
Even Sam's like, that's enough. Stop. Alright, yeah, we're gonna clear things we don't need. We could take out another terrorist base, or we can go to a really specific zone that I don't think we've actually even gone anywhere near before. Because this would be up the mountain from even here. Shit. Yeah, there's a non-zero chance we get fucked. Alright.
Thank you for your
I'm going to put the bike away. I'm going to get a long-range bike because, as fun as the Yaiba is, it does not have the best battery. Now we could wait until this area is within the chiral network. That could be pertinent. Okay, I'm assuming the riot shotgun uses beanbag type rounds. In which case we actually don't have to put the Yaiba away yet. Let's see, we got a bullet gun. We have,
Order assigned.
The bullet gun should be enough. I think.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping up. Keep on keeping up. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Although if we do clear this other... Hey Autumn, how's it going? Good to see you. We're doing some more Death Stranding. Making our way slowly but surely to progress. Good bit of news, we've completed the road. It now encompasses the entire mountain. I know it's hard to see because of all the fucking shit on the ground. We actually haven't even gone through the mountain road. Maybe I'll take a side mission to take us back to the weather station.
I need to stay without you, kid.
Well, let's not grab too much attention. go with guns. This is probably... I'm sitting overdue books because I haven't had time to finish them, but also get new books tomorrow as well. You know, that is kind of a vicious cycle that I understand well. I don't know if you saw the, I threw, apropos of nothing, and mostly because I had forgotten to do it before and should have done it sooner. I added a new channel in the Discord for just book talk, but not book talk, T-O-K, but talking about books, and/or articles, and/or reading. So, what you read? Post it in there. But yeah, I have a horrendous stack of gift books that I received during the holidays, and books that I bought for myself months back that I got like partially through that I didn't completely get through, and then also a couple of things that were technically for class but were interesting enough when it comes to okay, just don't register any of those punches, that's fine. But are interesting enough reads. Like, I'm a good third of the way through Dance Macabre, which is Stephen King's book about writing, which he put out kind of shortly after Salem's Lot, like when he was still actively teaching. It's interesting. I mean, some of it's like kind of baseline, but it's intriguing. Is the catapult an offensive weapon? Like, I'm seeing them all over the place now. Alright. Okay, continue. Sam. I believe Rex has unfinished things. Yeah, I'm like half tempted just to post my goddamn Goodreads page. I know that Goodreads isn't the best place anymore, mostly because of its Amazon ownership, and the big to-do against it was because of business practices that are primarily on Amazon's end, but as someone who is an affiliate Twitch streamer, not much to be done about that. So let's just enjoy using the thing as much as we can for the purposes that give us joy and/or are useful. Just taking bullets like a champ. Yeah, actually, they have a pretty solid list for, there is a rogue fantasy, or dark fantasy, list of things to look forward to in 2026, for the upcoming releases of the year. And there's some stuff on there. There's some decent picks. I don't think I have anything that's explicitly non-lethal, so this is, aside from the bullet guns, this is going to be kind of annoying. I don't know, I understand both sides of the conversation on that one, because it's like, Goodreads is really useful to me for my particular combination of mental chicanery. Because it's a useful tool. It's like, hey, here's a place where you can compile lists, and where things that are like direct to publish are, okay, I think I went a little much over that one. There we go. I want to read more diversity this year for sure. Yeah, I kind of noticed something, because one of the articles I was reading during this last class was a smidgen, you know, of, like, hostile to the reader, because it's hostile to a demographic within a particular, like, talking about, like, what constitutes a genre. and I am part of the demographic that is like, here's why you being around and deciding what is or isn't things is bad. And I'm like, I just like to read. I like my horror stuff, I like my fantasy stuff. I don't mean to be, like, a fucking colonialist about it, but please understand. You know? But no, there's a decent argument to be made about it, where it's like certain authors of like historic note, like of value and import, that are authors of color that just weren't recognized. Where it's like, okay, the horror is defined by a bunch of fucking white dudes thinking that they know what they're talking about. And I'm like, there's definitely misogyny and racism across the board, everywhere, forever. But it is kind of bad in horror. Shit gets buried. It's terrible. So I really want to diversify like what dynamics I'm reading. And also maybe content-wise, because like I can only have so many trashy, cozy row fantasies. Mostly because so many of them are poorly written, I end up getting really, like, disappointed and pissed off and quit. And then don't read for 3 months. I tend to read within what I usually like, which isn't bad, because at least I'm reading, but it'll be good for me. Yeah, I mean, any reading's better than nothing. Shit. Look at the world around you. I don't think many people even know how to read, and I'm not just being an ass. I'm not being facetious when I say that. Part of my job exists because people who make, like, 15 times what I ever will don't read books. They don't read, fucking signs. They don't read anything. They're a bunch of shitbags. So it's really, like, splitting the difference. You're doing yourself and the world around you a favor by actively reading and, you know, upholding some degree of intellectualism to value. But, you know, we can all be guilty of creating our own little niches and then not exploring outside of them. I also realized that, just to pile on to the row fantasy fucking shit, that's just like the full-on where it goes in my brain, but it's like, I could also stand to read some non-fiction. Like ever. Like, even about things I like, maybe. That would be a place to start. Because I do have a deep love of fantasy narrative, and I have a deep love of, you know, of my tropey bullshit. And my not tropey bullshit, and my things that are written specifically to subvert a particular trope. But legitimately, I think reading Danse Macabre is like the first book that isn't just a fucking novel. Regardless of quality, regardless of like what one thinks about a particular genre, it's been a while since I have read anything that is not some kind of narrative, some kind of fiction narrative. And that's not necessarily a terrible thing. I got a little more air there than I was thinking. It's not necessarily a terrible thing. But at the same time, you know, there's interesting shit in the world around us. I don't have to be a doomer. I don't have to be 100% escapism all the time. I could read a thing. And that actually is kind of reflected in a couple of the books that I got. I'm leaning into being a doomer. I got, what is it, fucking, yeah, John Michael Greer's books, which are the tomes on the conspiracy book and the occult book, which is just like a fucking shorthand encyclopedia on certain things. And the conspiracy book is about the fun conspiracies, you know, about like, hey, here's some actual CIA shit that happened, not like, oh, hey, here's all the things that are coming to light that are just like, everybody knows about them, but we're pretending not to do anything about it. Like there's a bit in there about like CIA fucking mind control techniques from the goddamn what was it, the fucking the bit where they're doing like psychic fucking shenanigans in the 70s. I have half a brain because I'm, I guess, underhydrated, I think is the word I was trying to go with there. Read a thing earlier about reading, can't find, but yeah, rates are lower than I thought. Yeah, no, I think it was like a 2023 study.
That's a relief.
That said that, like,
Cargo's in perfect condition.
I think 40% of adults in the US can't read above a 6th grade reading level. Now, that's not to say they're functioning illiterates, but fucking man, reading comprehension is not that hard by middle school. Like, fuck. Jay has provided the design for the following silver hand. Jay has upgraded the compass. It can now be temporarily short-circuit enemy Oh, that's interesting. Also, yeah, if it's not on the nose enough, the AI fucking thing that these quests have been reformatted for the director's cut. It's a fucking cyberpunk tie-in. It's Johnny Silverhand. If getting the Silverhand and the note we just got about the Arasaka Corporation wasn't on the nose enough. Also, we got a memory chip to share.
Oh, this will be right at home in my collection.
Prime 1 Studio 1/2 scale Luden statue. Alright. But yeah, I'm trying to... I'm also behind because we're already at the end of January and I'm only like a third of the way through Dance Macabre, but that's just... That's been... You know, life has gotten in the way of me doing things I want to do. Okay, so I can recycle it. They've got room for... I've been stealing everybody's ceramics. We gotta start recompensing a little bit. And get rid of the handgun. The assault rifle's good for ghosts. We'll hold on to that. We can get rid of that. Okay. And tragically... So I think we have some blood bags we can get from the private locker. Haven't even made a proper book list for the year. I'm just adding to things as I had a real list last year. Yeah, I didn't really have a realistic list last year. I just had shit that I bought and was sitting in a stack, and then a whole bunch of stuff that I was like, oh, I've read the synopsis for this and I really want to read it. By which I mean to say, Okay, we'll recycle that as well. So we can claim... Because if I'm remembering right, it's... is it 240 and 480? I think it's 240, 480. I'm getting into poetry more lately. I feel like I've never been much of a poetry person, but my friend loves poems. Lots of things going on. Yeah, I mean, anything to distract from everything else going on, right? Like, fuck. Right, I have at least one blade bag, so we can afford to be short one for now. Because it's like, I think there is just a general, you know, shared subconscious psychic malaise about the world right now, because Jesus fucking Christ, you can't go a day without turning the news on and having something catastrophic being projected at you.
For your contribution.
It's a mess. I know we have to go rescue that guy, but I would like to get that area into the network before we do. So we're gonna go and... Nope. Writing and reading helps a lot, yeah. I wish I had more, and this is like the double-edged sword of, you know, being in such a writing-heavy course, is that I'm not getting a lot of, like, writing for me time. At least, you know, not that I'm not dedicating to writing. Because a lot of the writing I've been doing has just been, like, dedicated to assignment. Now, this is supposed to be, like, the best back-to-back thing in the course, because I'm going from a genre study class on horror, suspense, and mystery to a genre study class on fucking fantasy and sci-fi. So this is supposed to be the con month. Unfortunately, I'm tired. The world is not being particularly kind to me. School definitely kills some of the writing passions out. Yeah, well, when you're writing for an assignment and not because you want to, it does kind of take the whimsy out of it a little bit. I don't think it completely robs it of joy. I had a degree, like I don't know. I think just because of the formatting of what classes kind of require, I'm a little more stick in the mud about it. Okay. Well. That's unfortunate. What is it, boy? Timmy stuck in the well? We don't have a well. It's okay, Jack. Nah, he's just complaining because his mom's not home. And she was supposed to be here 2 hours ago. And she's not going to be here for another 2 hours. Because it's hard to explain to a dog what going to the movies is. You missed specific studies classes. Your African American studies class was so fun. I feel like I want to take, like, more... Like, if I do go back to a more traditional school route, because right now I'm at the point where I'm... By October, if I don't fuck up too badly, I will be done with the bachelor's degree portion of my program, by which I can start to make the decision as to whether or not I want to continue on to the master's with this school. And I might have to, because transferring seems like a fucking impossible task, asking for way too much. What does the silver hand do, I wonder? A device developed using cyberware that is... Okay, can I read the whole thing, please? Go back. That greatly increases the power of the user's left hand as long as the battery power is available. Climbing using your hands will not drain your endurance gauge while the silver hand is equipped, and it is easier to stop yourself sliding. You will also be able to climb ropes and ladders more quickly, pick up more cargo more easily, and punch more effectively. But be aware, using these functions will drain your battery. Be sure to keep an eye on your battery levels. So what you're saying is not as good as the gravity gloves that let me grab shit from 10 fucking meters away. Is what it sounds like you're telling me, personally.
Careful. It gets slippery out there.
We're gonna go the slightly longer way around just because I don't want to get besieged by ghosts. Environmental Sciences was my favorite non-required class I took. I remember my Environmental Sciences class, and I think if it wasn't for the context of where I was and who was with me in that class, I would have had a better time. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to have to do, like, if I do decide to do my master's and I want to sign up for that much more debt, which I might as fucking well, because if I get the master's, then I could get a teaching credential, probably. What the fuck is going on there? By the way. And eventually, just after a decade later, just prove my fucking aunt right, and become a fucking teacher. Which I don't want to say with such derision, but it's just like, there's a younger teenaged Connor that is just like stamping his foot, saying, "No, god damn it, we said we wouldn't do this." To which I say, "Shut the fuck up, we need a job that has a fucking retirement plan." Love my teacher, she was so rich to us about this, the disparities in where people live and why quality of certain lands works in terms of racial boundaries and everything. Yeah, no, there was an anthropological study that really focused on, like, the, it was, like, fucking realty prices in relation to white flight in the 60s onward. And that was an interesting as fuck bit in a class that didn't focus enough on that. But yeah, what I was saying is if I was going to go to a more traditional, like, course directive, like, actually doing more cultural studies and anthropology is something that I would like to not have to do, but want to do. I say this as I have a humanities fucking associates, and it's like, okay, there's a lot to be done in this field. None of it pays. It's another one of those jobs where it's like, okay, at this point, you're either going to be working a job that makes you want to paint the ceiling, or teach this specific field. These are your options. It's like getting a fucking math degree. If you're not going to become, like, a physicist, your options are kind of limited to math teacher or accountant. And even then, accounting has its own course directive. Classmates were wonky, but love it. Yeah, I mean, I miss that. That's the true sacrifice of the extended with the expedited program, you know? Is that I'm not getting that degree of give and take in a classroom that I would in the regular speed courses. There are a couple of exceptions. Like, I think that I might have been, and I hate being, like, teacher's favorite, but it's also, like, I'm the only one here who is acting like I'm paying to be here.
Look,
Because I am.
Sorry to impose on you once again, but we wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. took great care of everything.
Is this just the regular? That's just his regular dialogue. Interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are going to the Mountaineer. And do we have anything we need to take to the Mountaineer? That educational product seems like a good one. Okay, that looks like it's it. I guess we might as well, because I do not need the buddy bot. I had an English teacher who was also super into history. He was cool. Yeah, I mean, when you become an English teacher, you really aren't exclusively an English teacher. You're whatever your hyperfixation was focused into a degree that it's like you were less focused on the research. Man, that's not true. All the English degrees are extremely research heavy. It's like your hyperfixation didn't necessarily equate to a specific track. So you just got your general English degree, and then you're like, but I also have this hyperfixation, because we all have the same brainworms.
Order assigned.
Alright, so we're heading back to the Mountaineer, and maybe we will be allowed to return to the beginning.
Have a pleasant journey. Keeping on. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions.
Yeah, I would love to have the time and money to be able to go to a degree of schooling for the sake of being interested in the content, and less because it is required of me for professional needs. Not that my current degree is ever going to result in a job. I'm not being pessimistic, it's just like writing on the wall, creative writing, while people are debating whether or not they're gonna... Did you see that fucking American Revolution fucking, like, documentary thing that's being made with fucking AI garbage? We're entering the fucking culture apocalypse. I don't know. I'm at that point now where it's like, I don't know how much faith I have in us getting out of this. Like I second map in my senior year of high school, I actually understood pretty well and ended up getting deemed teacher's pit because I was happy I was understanding math for once and talking a bunch of... Nah, it's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, just... There's this weird kind of, like, groupthink, especially in the Denver, fucking younger grade schooling, that is like, if you don't act like you hate being here, you will become ostracized. And there's plenty of time and space to hate being where you're at in that particular space and time. But if you can learn to enjoy the thing that everyone else hates, you know, bully on you. And they can go fuck themselves.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying.
Hello? What is all this stuff just sitting there?
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
Why are you leaving your trash here? God damn it.
Sam Bridges, there's someone we need you to deliver a package to. She's a strange bird. That lives even higher up in the clouds than we do.
I think they call them women now.
Research she's doing? Well, it's out there, and then some. And we're talking straight up occult stuff, though she wouldn't be very happy hearing me say so. And she claims she's delving into the
You generally do hate school, but I had fun.
cosmos.
I don't like the way that
found this
school
rock out in the mountains with a handprint on
has
it.
become monetized.
When I mentioned it to her, she got all excited. I honestly honestly don't know what kind of close encounter she thinks it signifies. But I was wondering if you could bring it to her for me. And joining the UCA has opened my eyes to a few things. Like how there are all these people out there trying to make sense of the Death Stranding in their own way. And sure, her ideas may sound like the ravings of a lunatic to me, but they clearly mean something to her, and I'd like to help her out. With your assistance, that is. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
God damn it. Not here, you bastard.
And thank you for coming. To think you got this here without so much as a single scratch to show for it. You gotta give me a few tips sometime.
It's simple. Be the man that delivers. I don't hate learning, I hate sitting in class. Yeah, I don't, it's not a fucking space made to facilitate creative thinking. It's like, it's the standardized test problem of like, everybody needs to know this baseline amount of shit because this is the metric by which the school gets additional grants. The only reason they care about your attendance is because that's what determines how much the school gets paid by the state and or by the Fed.
By the way,
So we could take the monetization out of school.
It's not
That'd be
much,
great.
but if it makes your life easier.
Oh, custom chiral climbing anchor. Do I have a not empty blood bag? No, okay, cool. Great. Do you like Socratic learning?
You don't run into any trouble out there.
In practice, no, because I think people who try to commit to it are a bunch of pompous dickheads.
Please access.
The Spiritualist, Stone Fragment Delivery. In concept, yeah. But the issue comes with the same issue of engaging in the Socratic argument. If you try to engage in a Socratic fucking discussion, like, based on how the structure of a Socratic argument is formed, you're just going to piss off people who don't have the patience to actually talk. Okay, well.
Sam, it's just like the one at South Knot City.
Shit.
A vortex loaded with so much chiralium that it's almost off the charts. Slowly but surely, it's creeping closer to us here in Mountain Knot. At least that's what I think, but I can't see it. Not with the naked eye. But the data doesn't lie. It's the same temporal phenomenon that you told me dropped you in a war zone.
I told you. But that wasn't.
I like discussions as a
The
way to
Cupid's
learn
limiter
when the
can
class is
handle most
actually
chiral spikes,
full of
but
people who want
we
to
didn't
talk.
plan for another supercell.
I had a class like that
Another
once. It was fun,
supercell.
but otherwise so
I
frustrating.
told you it was the same
Yeah.
as before.
Mama, is that you?
You got me, Sam. It's been a while. But not really. Mulligan, Lochner, we're the same. One body, one mind, one being. There's no point in trying to draw a distinction. Not in this world. We're all connected. Remember that.
Order assigned.
Lochner and Mulligan being the same person because, like, of a soul transfer, essentially, is so close to a WWE Undertaker storyline, it's kind of wild. No, honestly, it's the reason that Mama and Lochner or Mulligan and Lochner are my favorite fucking characters. Because their story's so fucking weird. And it's like, okay, sister, for a quick reminder, sister has other sister's baby because one has a faulty fucking uterus and the other one, you know, just can't produce their own, has an okay uterus but can't produce their own eggs. Sister has other sister's child, horrible terrorist attack happens. Baby is lost, but the ghost baby remains. And then by severing the connection from Ghost Baby, Mama actually, who has been dead the whole time technically, is able to return to Lochna when you deliver her body, because that's where she needed to have been the whole time. Okay, this is a dicey drop. I gotta start building up the shit. I gotta start building up what I can with the PCCs, but I don't think that, yeah, this area isn't on the network yet. And then returning Mulligan to Lochna fucking allowed their souls to merge into a singular body because they were always connected, because they were born as fucking, God damn it, the word fell out of my brain. They're the kind of twins. Fucking, what is the word? I'm tempted to pause and then figure it out. Okay, so this is going to be dicey. So it looks like we can travel up this way, maybe make it up here, maybe make it up here, and then zig to, or zag, until we're on the other side of the mountain. They were born attached, and because of the world of Death Stranding, their minds and souls and bodies were physically connected, and that made them, like, impossible to separate, even in life and death. Which is why when we cut the ghost baby's umbilical cord to Mama, we saw her own, like, soul retrieve the child. Even though she technically wasn't dead yet. What a storyline. What a fucking weird fucking thing that we can thank Hideo Kojima for. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen here. I'm trying to Skyrim my way up this mountain, and it is not cooperating. I cannot see where I'm fucking going. If it's about, like, the Socratic fucking teaching method, I find that in theory it's fine, but you have to have every single person in the room be there with good intentions and be willing to hear out other people's thoughts. Which, maybe I'm just the luck of the draw. I've never once had. There's always someone there who is there to be the fucking malignant straw man. Also, certain classes like math and studies one where it was so disproportionately weighted in making arguments. Yeah, that's a really uncomfortable spot to be in. You're dealing with people who are, like, there to not actually sincerely listen to what the coursework is about. And instead, again, straw man to be problematic. Okay, so we did not go the way I expected. But we might be able to get up this way. The storm isn't helping. I'm pretty sure this is the narrative storm, so it's not going away. I'm sure once it clears, though, we'll find out just how easy this little jaunt should have been. Let's try going this way. I think that was... Okay. We need to make a hard right. Oh, there's the thing. It's the other end of that mountain. I legit have to use the Otra deck to fucking look forward because it's just pure whiteout. Sam is having a rough fucking time. Which is fair. Shit. Shit. Okay. Catch your breath. And charge. Hey, there's a map marker. We're here. We made it.
Bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
Sam Bridges, I've been expecting you. The Mountaineer told me all about you. This handprint you brought me, or stencil, as I prefer to call it.
Once I finish part of your book, I'll, if it's good, I'll leave my thoughts in the Discord thing. That's all I was going to say. Oh, okay.
I'm going to date it, and lay bare the cause of the Death Stranding. And when I do, all the secrets of the cosmos shall be revealed.
I can feel it. I feel the cosmos.
Did you know this mountain used to be a pyramid in ancient times? It's true. You won't find a place closer to the beach than this. To the wellspring, a source of untold power.
What do you mean? This is like the Rocky Mountains.
Of yours works? But I digress. Show me the stencil. Thank you. It's a...
Man, not even 3 stars? That's crazy.
All right. Connect me to the chiral network.
This isn't even the final one, god damn it. Alright. The spiritualist, who looks a lot like maybe one other character. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Now I have everything I need to date the stencil. Once I have my results, I'll share them with you and your colleagues at Bridges. You've done a good thing, Sam.
I'll be lurking, well. Thanks
If
for
you
hanging
find
out.
anything else, be sure to bring it straight to me. I'll be waiting. You should take this. I'm certain that it will be of use to you in your journey.
That keychain? Okay.
Until we meet again, my friend.
Sam, it worked. BB-28 is in excellent condition. No evidence of lingering attachments or homesickness either. Perhaps its memory was erased after all. All that remains is for you to hook it up and take it for a run. I was hoping to return it to you as soon as possible, but I don't want to. I mean, I do, but it's a little more complicated than that.
What?
We've got a problem. You may have heard about the massive supercell heading right for Mountain Knot City. I left my facility to perform some additional tests on the BB in the field, and now I find myself unable to return. You know the cabin on the mountainside, northeast of Mountain Knot? Let's meet there.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Yeah, time limit is not what I want to do right now. We'll get rid of some of the stuff I'm carrying. As an opportunity as it is. Okay.
Weapons restriction lifted.
Oh, well, there's the supercell. Alright. I guess I have to kind of head there myself anyway. Yes, just head into the horrendous store. What could go wrong? It's a shame this doesn't repair your backpack cover. Now why am I heading up the mountain when I can head around it? Couldn't tell you.
Keep on keeping up. Keep on keeping up.
Alright, this one thing. That was almost a climbing step situation. We all get up the mountain one way or another. Oh wait. Okay, alright. Come on, grab the ledge, Sam. Do I have a single fucking ladder on me? I do not. That would have been a good idea. However... Fuck it. Seems like this would be a good spot for, will have to upgrade these one at a time. But,
Don't worry, kid.
I will have to worry. We are heading the right way.
Construction complete.
Just like last time. Super
Oh shit. Well, good thing we aren't fucking carrying anything worthwhile. So that's the house we're heading towards.
Keep on keeping on.
That storm is right fucking there, right? Well, there's a whole ass whale. Dead man! We must save Totoro-san! Okay, Totoro-san got spirited away. Complete episode 6. Dead man, you say? Resume game. Yeah, we're back in Cliff's Beach. Man, I remember this was like, what, the second, third trailer? Everyone was freaking out. They're like, why does Guillermo del Toro have brain scar? You gotta keep moving, Totoro-san. The horrible meat tank is among my favorite designs. I don't remember how much you actually interact with it. It is horrible. Episode 7. Clifford. But not the big red dog. The horrible embodiment of war. So we're obviously in a slightly more recent era of warp.
Sam! Sam!
Dead man.
Oh, thank God I got through.
Where are you?
No idea. I'm seeing tanks and soldiers. The uniforms date back over a century. World War II era, I suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the man leading the soldiers?
No.
I think it's the guy you told us about.
The born and bred warrior asshole who's gunning for BB?
He must be our ticket home, right?
Don't ask me. This is only my second time. And without BB, he'll be hard to find.
Lucky for you, I've got BB here in tip-top shape, just waiting for you. Where should we meet?
Is there anything unusual or distinct near you?
I'm in the sewers. Hang on. I can see a tower through a hole. A square tower, right above my position.
Gotcha. I'll find it. Search for a sewer entrance. Can you sit tight for now?
Gladly. I won't move an inch.
Yeah, well, if I'm slow, you might have to.
What?
That warrior asshole. He wasn't after me. He was after BB.
Fuck me.
Right. If he's looking for anyone, it's you.
Oh no. Hurry the hell up, Sam.
Keep it together. I'm on my way. And don't hook up BB either. You'll lead him straight to you.
Oh boy.
Not that you would, since you hate them.
I just did because I was scared to death.
Disconnect, now.
Already done.
Don't let him take BB.
How? If he shows up with his soldiers, what do you expect me to do? Fight back?
Yeah, actually.
If I have to choose between BB and myself, well...
You won't. I'm ending the call.
Sam, it's not easy being me. No wife, no children, no friends. And so I sought solace, sought company in the dead. Over time, I made them a part of me. 70% of who I am today. But meeting you has opened my eyes. You're very special, Sam.
Yeah, power gloves have kind of made that not as scary. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, I'm not going back for those.
See you soon. Lou.
The little one should be working again. Let me see. Oh, well then. Maybe this is a special beach for soldiers who died in battle.
Maybe we should get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I'm surprised. I thought you would have abandoned BB by now.
Discard precious hardware? Never. So, do you still share memories? I see.
Stay here. Seems like I got other memories to tend to. I'm taking him down as you get us both out of here.
You know, Sam, I'm starting to understand why BB is so important to you.
Huh?
It's just a tool. Life and death are supposed to be irrelevant. But we've got attached to each other all the same, haven't we?
Kid's not just a tool. Name's Lou.
Lou, huh? That's a good name.
I feel like that entire sequence existed just so that they could say, oh hey, you wanna know it'd be a sick as fuck looking shot? If Mads Mikkelsen was, like, meditating in a goddamn fucking barbed wire oh, he is right there, huh? Oh, that's a good spot for a pneumatic grenade.
Open fire.
Give me back my gear. We need reinforcements. Dad. My dear baby. Where are you, baby? I will. Or right. Shoot the motherfucker!
Shit, I was taking a lot of shots.
Hold back and hunt it out. We need reinforcements. Move! My baby. Light him up.
Up top, got it.
Watch him out!
Yeah, the 113 cryptobiotes kind of mitigate the threat there. As long as I keep paying attention.
We need reinforcements! Move.
Okay. This we can drop.
Where's my baby?
I need backup! BB!
Defeat the mysterious man.
Maybe this is all my fault. I should never have put you in that prison.
So we know now that when Cliff tried to leave with BB, it obviously did not go well. You're gonna give me a B rank because I took too many shots? Complete episode 7, Cliff. Report from the Void Out on Manhattan 1, 2, and 3. This was highly censored information before that.
Lou, how's little Lou doing?
No response.
Well, look at that. That child's taking a shine to me. You two were out cold, so I had you brought here. You were right. Whatever you did back there returned us to our own world. I put your cargo and gear in your private box. You slept for a whole day, you know. Slept like the dead. I'm already back in Capital Knot. Fragile's beach has been coming in handy. Sam, I owe you an apology. Lou was the name you were going to give your own baby if he'd had made it. I should have pieced it together sooner.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I found some records from 10 years ago. A death, sudden, in the middle of a town. Young woman in the prime of her life. Nobody knew until it was too late. A void out. Her husband, who was a member of Bridges, had dooms. He tried, but he couldn't get to her in time. The whole town was wiped off the map, leaving nothing but a big crater and him. Because he was a repatriate. People wanted answers. Did the man hide his wife's body on purpose? The only survivor was the only suspect. He was easy to blame, and people did. And pretty soon, they were blaming Bridges too. The man felt responsible, so he left. And his wife, who died, her name was Lucy. She'd been pregnant, poor woman. They were going to name their son Lou.
Didn't happen.
But it did. President Strand told me. She talked about you all the time. He didn't have to cut all ties and walk away, she said.
You wanna shut the fuck up?
Calm down, Sam. Take a seat.
Come out a little strong on Dead Man's
I
End,
told you
honestly.
before about my body. 70% harvested from cadavers. Do you want to know the real reason why?
So we can make an obvious Frankenstein reference?
Is one I made up. The truth is, I'm Frankenstein's monster.
Yep.
Artificial. Grown from pluripotent stem cells. And when that vital spark didn't manifest in all my organs, they replaced the defective ones with those of the dead. I never had a birthday. I'm a soulless meat puppet. No car. A dead man. People born the traditional way have beaches. You have one. BB too. But I have no such connections. No mother. No afterlife. No beach.
Wow, Frank is here too. I mean, shit.
You see now why I'm so obsessed with it all?
So obsessed he would later make this movie.
The battlefield. Now that was an awful beach. But strangely, I didn't hate it. Because I knew you were coming for me. I've never felt that before. Connected to someone. Anyone. You didn't have to cut all ties and walk away. The president was right about that much.
Wasn't
it makes sense as to why, also
Not
the
like I was
name
ever
Dead
welcome
Man.
there.
Come on. Even I was welcome. Oh, that. You were holding it. It's an old dog tag. U.S. issue. Wasn't easy prying it out of your hand. Clifford Unger, as you can see. I looked him up in our database. Found a match. He was U.S. Army Special Forces. Fought in Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan.
That's him.
Well, that's all I've managed to dig up so far. You must be caked in chiral matter from the battlefield. Time for a shower, I'd say. Oh, I won't be joining you this time. The Die Hardman issue is no longer a concern. I've seen to it that our conversations won't be recorded.
Recovery request Dead Man stuff. Alright, well, that house was completely torn the fuck away, so I guess it could be fucking anywhere. But yes, we have the BB back. And all it took was literally going into a World War II fucking hellfire nightmare zone Which, you know, some parents would say is worth it. Some. Maybe not all. We must check on the BB. Check on Lou. I know that we had why he calls him Lou beaten over our heads, even though it was kind of obvious.
You okay?
He hasn't fully woken back up to himself just yet. But yeah, dead man is dead man, not just because of the Frankenstein's monster, oh, 70% of my organs are not my own, but because the rest of him wasn't ever a naturally born person to begin with. Whether that actually constitutes whether or not he doesn't have full Ka, I mean, he's walking around, he's sapient. He has the appearance of a soul, or at least the embodying aspect. I forget, there's new stuff, right? Oh yes, an extra battery level 4. Which gives us enough room that we can move one of these grenade pouches. Hello, Jack. Okay, so we've got like an odd set. Stabilizer takes up like the whole bottom half, which is why I will probably never use it. Have a couple of new patches. I don't think we have enough for another large grenade pouch. Yeah, we'd have to do some rearranging for that. You don't say. What else do we have access to? Spare ammo container. Yeah, this one's a smidgen large, considering. I'd rather just carry 5 guns. A unique way of putting the character in there. I mean, fucking, Del Toro's love for Frankenstein's monster runs deep. Alright, I think our best bet here is... Well, we could I wish, like, you could put one down on top of the other to sort them. If I put remove... Then we rotate this utility pouch. This would require the whole bottom. Okay, yeah, no. Maybe we get one more grenade pouch out of it. And we could put another patch. Because, you know, as fun as having yet another grenade pouch would be, I think it's a little, might be a little overboard. Smidgen overboard. Okay. So, Sam needs to take a shower because he's covered in schmutz from the afterlife.
Sam, do you copy? As you might have suspected, time here stopped while you two were on that battlefield. If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach. To explain a little, our bodies, our ha, all occupy the same world, but our souls, our ka, have beaches all their own. These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth. As a result, a beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field. This phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent feelings of resentment and despair. Beaches are more easily and frequently entangled. On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips, playing the same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end.
Are they really showing off the entire character model? Listen, Kojima had a rig of like 360 cameras.
In World War II, which is strange.
It's a 360 field of like, it was like, it was this weird fucking...
I can't explain it, but if you can connect...
It's like the fucking fusion generator from Spider-Man. They scanned that motherfucker in. They are going to show off that model. As weird and off-putting as it is.
Still there, Sam? If so, I have a request. When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
But yes, we have our BB back. What is new on the equipment rack? Why do you keep telling me I have new things? I can't possibly. Alright, so now we are finally getting into the Hartman section. And if we look at the table... Deadman, Sam, and then Cliff's squad. Our newest transitionary addition to our figures. So we are remembering Cliff again.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. I don't want to repeat of last year.
Now I wonder who that could be.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were hungry.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out.
It's your final destination. Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more document.
What? Beyond the Grave rated for the Party 9 viewers. Holy shit. How's it going, everybody?
Sam, I'd like
If you haven't been here before, I'm a damn fine cryptic. You might know me as Connor. I've been Beyond's chat constantly, forever. Playing a little bit of Death Stranding. We're getting stranded. We just got kicked out of a weird Lovecraftian World War II situation. How's it going? How's everybody doing?
I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting.
What's good? What's good? We finally got the BB back. We are past our ghost baby postpartum. Our postpartum separation anxiety. But yeah, how's it going? How's the stream? It's Final Fantasy Fridays for you, right? You're still playing 9? How has that been? Oh, right, I have to get all my equipment back. Right. Okay. So now we have to go through a billion sub-menus, but yeah, how's everybody doing? Appreciate the raid, Beyond. Now we're a little cooler energy. I was honestly, we were hitting that point where I was considering raiding into y'all, but, exposition kept happening. But yeah, we're finally back in that section where we can start being productive about what we're doing. What else do we have selected? This is gonna be the part where I'm realizing there's too much going on. Do it for the plot? Yeah. We did a fair amount of it for the plot. The plot is progressing. I don't really know if I need 3 guns, but we'll see. I need to reprint all of my shit. Yeah, I need to reprint all my shit. Okay. So now we're going to be in the wonderful world of sub-menus and min-maxing and chicanery. So our graphic gloves are toast, our all-terrain is toast, might as well recycle it. I think the pair of boots we have on are garbage. Yeah, we can recycle those. So, the corpse delivery for Hartman's lab. We'd have to get over there first. Recovery for winter clothes. And then there's the special, fucking... What is it? There's a bunch of... In the director's cut, there's a bunch of, like, cyberpunk things that have just been thrown in there. Like, we literally got Johnny Silverhand's Silver Hand, which I have not made up to this point. We should make some stuff. Then we're gonna make grab gloves, and we're gonna make 2 level 4 armor plates. And we're gonna make a big old silver all-terrain skeleton. We're re-equipping. Gonna put on the gloves. Except we're gonna put on the glove. And now Sam has a robot arm, let's not worry about it. Let's have 0 questions as to how that works. Like at all. Okay, so we have enough that we can put on that. Touch the boot clip. May as well grab those. I forgot to. That's fine. All right. I think we're starting to be able to get ready to go. Now nuke Arasaka Tower. There was a mention of Arasaka in one of the emails we got. Let me see.
Thank you for your...
We've been ignoring the mail. We really need to go back and do that. Where was it? Yeah, Arasaka Corporation. You the man, Sam. That 4th chip you recovered has schematics for an artificial arm. No bargain bin chrome either, but quality cyberware with real scratch. Makes you faster, stronger, all that jazz. And Jarambe Tapatio. This model was custom made by Arasaka for some choom named Johnny. Wasn't any other info on the corp on the chip, but that name, Arasaka. Arasaka, whoo, it rang a fucking bell. Or did it? Not sure. Felt like a memory, but wasn't mine. Either way, name, don't make me think of nothing good. Got lead in my belly just saying it. You guys are lucky those fucking terrorists cabrones didn't crack the chip's encryption. Tech's a tool, I mean, and in the wrong hands, well, I doubt I gotta tell you how that story goes. Use the data to whip you up a new toy, by the way. Dubbed it the Silver Hand in honor of old Johnny. It'll help you rebuild America and knock a motherfucker's lights out. I upgraded your compass again, too. You can use it to knock out short-circuit trucks. Turns out their security systems are shitty as sensor poles. Only works on one vehicle at a time, though, and only for a short stint. Still ought to prove useful. So we've just got the don't worry about it arm currently.
Don't mind me.
So we haven't really had a chance to showcase it. We did complete the road. But now that we're here, fuck the road. The road means nothing. We don't need the road anymore. We now have to be a mountaineer and climb all the way over to the ass end of this map. Through this treacherous motherfucker of a mountain. And, yeah. I think we can do both of these. We can do this one, too. Recovery much closer. Sword cannot be taken on the same time as the fucking chip recovery? Are you kidding me? You're making me do progress over progress? Damn. Wild. Oh boy. Okay. You know what, let's steal one of their bicycles. And Okay, so if we're heading up there, I don't think I need much of what I've got. The assault rifle and the riot shotgun can probably stay. But I should probably bring a couple of PCCs. And climbing anchors.
Order assigned.
Alright. Lose fond of the sun. So now that we are acknowledging BB by the name we gave it, and Deadman just completely broke the obvious over our head and was like, "Oh Sam, you're naming the BB after your kid that never got the opportunity to be born. That's tragic." To which we said, "Motherfucker, we didn't ask to talk about this." So I got a little bit of a hint as to the road. Let me tell you, making this part of the road, not fun. Not my favorite. It was a time. And a half, because right over there's a ghost zone, I think there's a ghost zone up there too. It's a whole thing. But now we have to worry about falling flat on our face and our ass. Because the baby will fucking judge us. Okay, we got a bit. The people putting these fucking jump lift pads at the end of, like, mountains and shit, they're crazy. I was gonna say, why are these guys walking under the road? But honestly, that's probably the best bet with the way the weather works here. Because when it gets particularly snowy on the mountain. Interesting. So the snow takes on the aspects of timefall rain, which means that it's actively doing damage to everything it fucking touches. I feel like there should be something here. And the fact that there isn't is frustrating. Come on, Sam. We can Skyrim our way up this fucking mountain. We did it once today already. Don't worry about how this works. It's fine. So this is the bit where I'm actually just going to switch the silver hand off again, because the gravity gloves just continue to be the best. Because if I have to lean over an edge to grab that shit, no I don't. Oh, we're right on the line too. We need that last connection point. Ooh, this is treacherous. There we go. This is with the all-terrain skeleton, too. Totally useful. Definitely not a one-time drop. There it is. So tragically we have to head back, but I think I'll do one run that requires us to use the Mountain Knot City side of the road. And then we'll call it for the night. Alternative. Let's not worry about how Sam has not just broken every bone in his body, but rule of cool. That's how. Okay, I see people have set up these fucking cargo launchers everywhere. I don't know what they do. I don't know what the practical, functional use is for them. There we go. So we went and found our winter coat. Kaya is raiding with a party of 9. Holy crap. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. How's it going? I am Connor. I go by a damn fine cryptid. If you're new here, we do weird shit. It's fun. Get esoteric about it. We're playing Death Stranding right now. We have recently recovered our ghost baby. Helps us fight the time ghosts.
Thanks, Sam. You're an inspiration to all of us.
How's it going? How's the stream, Kaya?
New order available.
Did you get
Access delivery terminal or further.
Are you working on the why are words falling out of my head today? The big not canvas. Tapestry? You were working on this tapestry, right? Or is there another project? It was great. You finished the tapestry? Good shit. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Thank you again for the raid. And yeah. We're pretty close to calling it, but you know, we'll stick around a little bit longer, have a little more fun. Let's see. We're in a kind of strange spot because there's points of progression. This is going to take us straight to the ghost zone, I think. The next bit is Hartman's lab, which we need to do pre-prep for. Alternatively, we could just not do that. Oh, yeah, Beyond, thank you for shouting out Kai. Y'all, if you haven't, if you're somewhere between Beyond and my regulars and Kai's raid and you haven't followed Kai, follow Kai. Her crocheting streams are a fun and cozy time. Okay, so we do also have standard-ass missions. Paintings of the dead being resurrected. Well, that's fun. That sounds like a good time. What else we got? We got new stuff for the novelist's son. We do have a couple for the weather station. Let's do the delivery of these paintings, and then we will do a thing. We're gonna need to grab... We already have 3 of those, okay. We just need to use them now. Alrighty. We'll do this one last delivery, and then I think we might call it a night. Because that Mads Mikkelsen fight took a fair amount. Fair amount of the wind under the sails. And I don't think we've set up any immediate route to the spiritualist yet, either, so... Let's see if we can get something going. She's like... Yeah, she's all the way up in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. But now that it's not, like, horrendously snowing, let's see if we can maybe find a path. And once again, we shall be abandoning a bike at this exact spot. Because there are ghosts here. Now, you know me, I ain't afraid of no ghost, but... I don't know if I have the brain power for that kind of thing right now. And asleep? Alright. Have a good one, Autumn. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, I feel you.
And we just zip right the fuck out. Goodbye, ghost zone. So we did set up another spot slightly further up the mountain. That will bring us to the Mountaineer. That is another online friendly co-op space person. And I'm trying to think of where the point... Yeah, because that already existed. Is that the one we set up? This might be the one we set up. No, it is not the one we set up. Where is our zip line? I wonder. Is that the zip line we set up? That doesn't seem like a very optimal placement. That in fact is the zip line we set up. That sucks. We gotta go fix that. We gotta set that up over there. On the top of fuck off mountain, I guess. Where is our current zipline? Our current zipline is obstructed, which means that we need it there. Okay. Annoying, but we'll deal. Because that's the whole bit. We're here to refine our stuff.
Couldn't drink another drop.
Okay, this mountain gets a little fucky, I guess. Alright, I guess this mountain just always sucks. Don't ask me how this is working. It's Wile E. Coyote logic. The second that you look at the fucking thing and you realize that the physics shouldn't be working, that's when it stops working. This seems like a good placement. Why does it always have to be a snowstorm in this part of the mountain? Goddamn. Looks like there's something way out of the way. And then there's something vaguely closer to where we're supposed to go. Yeah, that's a sheer drop. We gotta be careful about that.
Beginning scan.
Is that one of my PCCs that's completely destroyed? Okay, that sucks.
Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Hello, Sam.
And just like that, completely perfect. 100%, all intended.
Delivering cargo.
Welcome. I see you've taken extra special care of this cargo.
Because we are the man that delivers.
You should take this. I'm certain that it will be of use to you in your journey.
This is the second dangly that she's given us. Is that an American gold dollar? That's a gold dollar coin. That's okay.
Continue to take pride in your work.
Alright, weird.
Good work.
Weird gift from a spiritualist.
Please access delivery.
Okay. So, we are left in a strange position. I have to create a path along this mountain that can connect to these points all together and get us here. and then hopefully get us from here to here-ish, because that's the way down. And I do eventually need to talk to this guy. I don't know what the deal is. I think he's one of those where you just have to find lost cargo that has his name on it. But that is something that we will have to figure out next time. Appreciate everybody for hanging out. Thank you, everyone, for various raids. If y'all haven't already, and you would like to, go ahead and hit that follow button. We also have a Discord where we are talking about a whole litany of things. Recently just created a separate channel for book discussions. You know, what you're reading, what you want to read, articles, books, cave paintings, if that's your